The term gold digger is a slang phrase used to describe a greedy person. This is typically a woman and has become a stereotype. The modus operandi is to date and marry a wealthy person, with the sole intention of exploiting their fortune. Prologue. Mid-July, 2043. She wrote a note and then crossed it out again. The silver Parker pen in her hand trembled. Her advertisement had been answered with several applications. A few looked promising, but this posed a problem. A decision had to be made. There were so many candidates that might fit, though not perfectly. She dropped half of the application forms on the floor with a loud slithering sound. Fuck! There was a knock on the door and he came in. Her guardian angel, so to speak. No, they weren't lovers. Not now, at least. It had been a teenage crush, but that was all it had ever been. He was unavailable now anyway. That might not have stopped most people, but it stopped her. Let me do it, he said patiently. I'm perfectly capable of, but you're not though, are you? He said gently. She didn't take offense. He hadn't meant it to be. He bent down and gathered the papers together. Still going ahead then? He asked, glancing down. Yep, she replied. Don't start, she added warily before he could interrupt. I wasn't going to, there'd be no point. The sigh in his voice was evident. They had obviously had this argument many times before, whatever it was about. She moved away from the desk and gestured. What? He looked confused. I thought you might have needed something. You came in. I heard you drop all that shit, he said carefully. Right. The tone that answered was dull. He knew he needed to cheer her up, or he would not get another civil word out of her that day. Cup of tea? He asked. It's nearly time for your medication. A better hand, then, and a piece of cake or something. You need more than cake, you'll throw up. You know they erode your stomach lining if you don't eat first. Did you go to the doctor? Yes, why? I take it you had your liver and kidney function tests? Yeah, they're fine. Stop worrying. I'll get your lunch, then. She was barely back at her project for 10 minutes before he was back carrying a plate full of food. She had to admit it looked good. He put down the cup. I'll leave you to it, then, he said. I'm listening to music if you need me. That pop rubbish. He stuck his tongue out, and she grinned. He moved towards the door and reached for the handle. Wayne? He looked back. Thanks, she said. What are friends for? Listen, when are you going back? Why, am I outstaying my welcome? He looked worried, but winked. No, I'm just curious. She grinned. Well, things still aren't going too well between me and... Say no more. Stay as long as you like. She watched thoughtfully as he exited. She circled one set of information with her red pen, then she pulled her laptop towards her. She loaded the internet browser and in a pecking motion typed a query into Google. The search was fast. Tenths of a second, if that. This sort of search should be illegal and probably was. The best spying weapons were the internet and the phone book. People didn't seem to realize this, however. Look in the phone book and not only could you find someone's name, but also their address and landline phone number. A quick search of Facebook brought up the profile she was looking for. The person's profile page wasn't privacy protected. She found all the information within seconds. She logged into her own email account and sent a message. Target acquired. Gold digger. The reply came back almost instantly. Who? See attached document. CV.doc. Gold digger. When? Wait a few months. Let me get close. Gold digger. Discussion of payment pending. On completion. Not before. No negotiation. Gold digger. The stream of communication stopped. It was all arranged then. She erased the computer's history. It would not do to have that found if the computer was found or searched. She sat back, her fingers stiff, her energy zapped, but a huge smile on her face. All she had to do was sit back, wait for things to go to hell, and then there would be a huge payday.